We came back from 2 weeks in Italy. I opened the front door and stood there for 30 seconds without speaking. My house. My furniture. My colors. My memories. Gone. Replaced by whatever my mother-in-law decided was better, while we were away, with a key my husband didn't know she still had. I closed the door, turned to my husband and said, "Don't worry about it. I'll handle it." He should have been worried. He did not know what "I'll handle it" meant when I said it that quietly. Let me tell you about Linda, my mother-in-law for 6 years, a woman who never once knocked before entering a room, who referred to our house as my son's house in every conversation, who sent me articles about interior design with passive-aggressive subject lines like, "Thought this might help." For 6 years I smiled. For 6 years I said thank you. For 6 years my husband said, "That's just how she is." I came home to cream walls where my deep green used to be, throw pillows I'd never chosen, a family photo of her family on my wall, my own photos stacked in a box in the garage. That box was my line. She crossed it. So I made a plan. I did not confront her. I called her instead. I said, "Linda, the house looks wonderful. You clearly have such a gift for this. Actually, I've been thinking. You've always said your own house needs refreshing. What if I helped?" She said yes before I finished the sentence. Of course she did. I spent 3 days planning. I hired the same painters she used. I found out from them exactly what she'd spent on my house. Then I spent precisely that amount on hers. Every decision I made for her house was something she'd criticized in mine. The deep green she hated, now her living room. The cluttered gallery wall she'd described as overwhelming, now her hallway. The too dark bedroom she'd commented on twice, now her bedroom. I found her old photos in boxes in her attic. She'd redecorated twice in 10 years. I put them all up, every single one, including the ones from her first marriage that she never talked about. I finished on a Thursday. I invited her for coffee on Friday, and I brought my husband. She opened her own front door and stood there for 30 seconds without speaking. Then she turned to me, and I smiled the exact smile I'd practiced in the mirror for 3 days. I said, "That's just how I am, Linda." My husband made a sound I'd never heard from him before. I think it was him trying not to laugh. He failed. She looked at the wall with her first husband's photos. Then she looked at me. I handed her a coffee and said, "I have the painters on call if you want to change anything back, but I thought you'd appreciate someone who takes initiative." She repainted within a week and returned my key without being asked. My husband said it was the most terrifying and impressive thing he'd ever witnessed. I took that as a compliment. My photos went back on my wall that same afternoon. Did I go too far? Or did she? Because I've told this story to 20 people, and not one of them said I was wrong. Tell me if you're the first.